Good evening, YouTube. Today was Sunday, June 20th, 2021, and there are now only 850 days remaining on my 999-day journey. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you being here. So, first of all, I would like to say that I'm sorry because I just kind of ducked out and didn't let you guys know. I just needed a break. Yeah, that's the easiest, simplest explanation, and the truest one. I wasn't doing really well. If you go back and look at the last few videos that I made before I stopped, I was not doing well. So in the intervening month, I'm feeling much better, really. I've got a big long list of things that I have done. Well, you can't see it because of the light, but of things that I've managed to get done in the last month, and I'm quite pleased with all of those accomplishments. So I'm going to go ahead and use today's video, or this evening's video. It's 11:30 at night, but I promise that tomorrow morning I am back on track with getting them done in the morning. How many times have you heard me say that? But yeah, so I'm just going to go over kind of some things that I've managed to get done in the last month and bring you up to date. So when I left off last month, I was planning, and this is important, you'll hear why in a minute, I was planning that day to host a gathering of my day job coworkers for a little happy hour after work. We hadn't seen each other in person for a long time, and so everybody just came here and we had an outdoor gathering, and it was a really good time. So that happened, and within about a week of that, one of my favorite coworkers announced that she was going to, or is going to, resign her position. And the funny thing about that is that she is effectively living my dream. So yeah, she said that, I had a conversation with her after she announced her resignation. And, I asked, like, hey, what's going on? This kind of came out of nowhere. And she said that, this job was not her passion anymore. She's a few years older than I am. I think about 10 years older than I am, maybe a little bit less. And, yeah, this job's not her passion. She wasn't, fulfilled doing that work anymore. She has figured out how to live on a whole lot less money, and she was going to be pursuing some other interests that really set her soul on fire. And she was in a financial position where she could afford to take that risk. And then she told me, she dropped this little bomb on me, that it was actually when she was at my house that she got the little sign from the universe that she needed to take that step. She said she had been thinking about it for some, couple of months, but she wasn't sure if she was going to do it or not. And when she was here, visiting with all of our other coworkers, she saw, and I don't have anything with me now, she saw some of my 999-day journey merch, and that 999 figure sparked a connection in her. I'm not going to go into details, but that 999 number was significant to her in some way, and that was just the little boost that she needed to let her know that what she had been contemplating was what she really wanted to do. So she put in her notice the very next day, and and so we had a farewell happy hour for her. I'm really excited for her and the things that she's doing. I told her, how jealous I was that she was going to be living my dream, basically. Although, slightly different flavor, but she quit her day job. So I'm super proud of her. Chris, if you happen to be watching, I am super proud of you. Anyway, so um, that day lit a fire under my ass. That, sorry, my phone buzzed. That desperately, desperately needed to be lit. And seriously, that same day that she announced her resignation at work, I sat down and finished my budget. You guys know I was struggling to get that done, and I think a lot of that was fear, that I was not going to like what I would see when I did it. And that in combination with, and I had been trying to work out the possibility of getting this place refinanced, to shorten the term, reduce the interest rates and all that. And I did the math over and over again, and the conclusion that I came to is that the money that I would have saved in shortening the term of the loan, because I'm going to prepay anyway, right? I'm going to throw money at it until it's paid off, extra money, I mean. So there wouldn't be a super large sum of money saved by refinancing it. And that, I think it worked out, seriously, it worked out to like $3,000 difference. And that level of, the level of risk associated with like effectively doubling my minimum payment every month, was not really worth it to me. So I elected not to do the refinance, because I'm bold, I'm motivated, and I'm still just a little bit pragmatic and cautious as well. So, I intend fully to throw the same amount of money at the loan every month that I would have had I refinanced. But this way I'm not obligated to do it. And if something happens, if I should lose my job or whatever, then I will still be able to make my minimum payment and get back on track, a different way. So, so I did not refinance. I did get remotivated, finished my budget, and what I found was that with my existing salary, with my existing bills, I'm in a really good space to be able to throw enough money, extra money, at the mortgage every month that I could get this house paid off in 5 years. And so that's longer than I wanted it to be. I wanted to be done at age 50, 5 years, so that would be 2023. 5 years puts me at 2026, so it's extending things by 3 more years. But that is assuming that I don't ever have more money than I do today. And of course, we know I'm going to get that side hustle going, and I'll come back to that as well. So just with the way my life is today, with my current budget, not even cutting back that much on fun stuff, I can throw enough extra money at this place to get it paid off in 5 years. So that's what I'm going to do. That's my new current state. Hopefully, I will have enough opportunities to make enough extra money that instead of paying it off in 5 years, I get to do it in 2.5 or wherever we are, between now and October of 2023. So yeah, I'm really pumped by that. And when I sat down, and this is just like literally every other thing that I avoid because I think it's going to be too hard, or I'm not going to like what I find or whatever. It's really not as bad as I thought it was going to be, and it's actually much better. So I'm excited about that. I did my budget. I did not refinance. I did start going to the gym with my best friend. She is the one that came over, and we recorded the video that the ghost story video. Paranormal experience video that I promised you guys and never delivered. I will spend some time this week, probably, hopefully, working on that to finish the editing. I haven't done anything for this YouTube channel or anything in the last month. I barely was even on YouTube at all, watching other people's videos and commenting. It's just been in the last week or so that I've been kind of working back towards that. But I promise you that I will be more present going forward. So I'm looking forward to catching up on what everybody's been up to. I've missed you guys a whole lot. Yeah, so, but I did start going to the gym with my friends, sorry. Woo! ADD. And that was good. I was feeling better physically, mentally, everything's good there. And I started back to work at the bar. So I long story short, the owner of the bar called me a few Thursdays ago and said, "Hey, can you come back to work like right now? Because we're shorthanded." And I said, "Okay." And so last night, Saturday, was my third week back. It's been amazing. I have it felt like going home, right? Just to be back in that position with my friends and feeling like life is getting back to normal has been a huge boost for my heart and soul and my mental health as well. So that's been really good. Not to mention having extra money, which is always a good thing, and will enable me to tighten my budget just a little bit more for my day job money and funnel more of that into the mortgage, right? So win, 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 win. It's a much happier situation. Also, in the last month, you guys know I've been looking for, different ways to bring money in working at home, or things that I can, that can be done remotely. And I did find some luck finally with a service that organizes like focus groups and opinion surveys and those kinds of things. I know that a lot of those can seem a little fishy or whatever, but I did find one legitimate company that for whom I've done two focus groups already, and I've been paid $300. And the time investment on my part was literally 30 minutes for the one, and I did a 90-minute Zoom interview for the other, plus a 1-hour shopping trip. So, 2.5 hours. I think math is not my strong suit, but like 2.5 hours, 3 hours, and I made $300. So, $100 an hour is not bad. It's not bad money at all. Yeah, so it's not a guaranteed stream of income, because you might not qualify to participate in all of the ones that you are eligible to apply for, right? Because there's eligibility requirements just to even apply for each individual focus group, but there are a ton of them. And I will, if anyone's interested, leave me a comment below and I will provide you some information about that. There's no affiliation. I don't have anything like that, but I'll send you a link or put it in the comments or whatever. But yeah, it's not a bad way to spend an afternoon and come away with $300. All right, so I did that. I also, crazy talk, also did manage to get some of my plants in the ground. You'll notice behind me over there that there are now books on the bookcase again, instead of my little plant babies. We have had the weather has not been great. It's been like super rainy over the last few weeks. Yeah, but I managed to get all of my pepper plants in the ground. I've got one tomato plant in the ground. I'm having to do it in bits and pieces, just when I can, between working the day job, working the night job, doing the focus groups, and the bad weather. So, yeah, it's been slow going, and I know it is the end of June, and they're still not all in the ground, but you know what? I'm doing the best I can. I think they forgive me. I mean, I keep them watered as best I can, and they're all just sitting out outside, waiting to get into their permanent homes. But hopefully, within the next week or so, if it stops raining at all, I can get out there and get the rest of those done. So, what else? That might be it for the last month. Um, yeah, that was kind of a lot. But I have renewed focus. I am ready to tackle this. I am ready to start building my business. That's another thing I'm looking at. I have signed up for a 3-day, essentially masterclass seminar sessions with a YouTuber and blogger that I follow, who she has a homestead and has made a business of her homestead. So if you're interested in that, I can give you some information about that as well. I'm not affiliated. I'm not getting any kickback or anything like that. So, but if, leave me a note in the comments if you are interested, and I will give you that information. I think it starts on Tuesday, the 3-day class. So there's still time to register. It's free. Yeah, so I can provide you that information if you would like. Just let me know. So, yeah, I think that is going to do it for tonight. Yeah, that was my last month. The whole last month. That was my today. I hope that you had a wonderful month, wherever you are in the world, whatever time of day you're watching. And I will talk with you bright and early tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you being here. Please do remember to hit the like button. If you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that as well. Hit the little bell icon to get notifications when I drop new videos, which I promise will be every day again. And yeah, I will talk with you tomorrow. Bye-bye.